Right then, guys, I suggest you get your popcorn ready, whatever snacks, because, yep, this video is going to be a name and shame on all the resellers to avoid, and also the ones to support and follow. I am doing this because, yet again, I've had people talking about me. Right then, guys, welcome back to another video. Hello to all the new subscribers. If you don't know who I am, I'm John. I'm a full-time reseller. I've been doing it for about a year and a half now, and I'm not going to go through the whole story, why I did it and all that lot. I got videos ages ago. Just go and check them out. If you've been a follower of me for quite a while, you know I've had a lot of trouble with other resellers. Not personally coming up to me or saying stuff to me, because frankly, they're all two-faced and too scared to say it. Not even in a message. You know, they might say something in a group chat, but yeah, never face-to-face. Don't know why. Maybe because that's the sort of people they are. But I'm going to do a video about naming and shaming. I've had quite a few comments asking to name and shame these people because they want to know. And I'm not saying it's going to be the same with you guys. So I'm not saying don't bother with them or do bother with them. I'm not doing that. I'm doing this because of what they've done to me. Some are more slyer and clever than others. Some are just plain thick and just say stuff and don't think I'm ever going to know about it. But I'm going to name and shame these people. You can do whatever you want. I know I'm going to have a load of people commenting in saying, oh, why are you dragging it on? Well, I'm not dragging it on. I'm finishing it right here. Because I still get people messaging me every day saying this person said this about you, or they've got this and screenshotted it. In the end of the day, I don't watch any of these people. I don't bother with any of these people. I blocked them, but they're still watching my videos. If these are such pros and so good at their game and belittling me all the time to their little friends, why are they watching my videos for? Get over it. You know, I'm a nobody, you know. So I'm coming out with this video because I've had enough. I've got myself a drink because I'm going to rant like crazy. I haven't done a rant video for a long time. So yeah, this one is going to be one. You might not like what I'm going to say, and if you do like it, then obviously comment down. But if you don't like it, you know where to go. Do one, don't follow me, unsubscribe me, because I don't really care. Because if you think these people are decent people because of what they've done to me, then you don't need to watch me anymore. Right then, why am I doing this video? Well, you can see on the screen now, I got this message off somebody on Instagram saying, this person called Lightworks, yes, hello mate, you watching again? He lives in Shrewsbury. He's a reseller. Spoke to him before he knew all this reselling thing. He was part-time. He went full-time. You speak to him. Thought he was a decent lad. Liverpool fan. Yeah. Went out. Spoke to his kid who does a little bit of wheeling dealer on Vinted. Fair play to him. And yeah, seems a decent person. But I think he went over to the dark side and followed all the other ones. And that meet at Essex, obviously, he wasn't there for me at all. He didn't even say anything. Apparently, I blocked him because he was hanging around with them and talking to them. No, I didn't. The only reason I blocked you is that reason, yes, because you was with their clan and didn't even say, how are you? The only people who came up to me was Cheryl, who doesn't really like them anymore. That's why she wasn't at the reseller summit. And she's a lovely person. Dan, selling Dan, yeah, he came and messaged me saying, mate, are you okay? That's really bad. Yeah, and he was at the reselling summit. So, yeah, I had people messaging me and others messaging me seeing if I was okay. Completely slagging me off on their little group chats and everything. None of them would have the balls to even say, oh, I didn't know you felt like this. I didn't know it was that bad. I'm sorry. I hope I didn't offend you. Don't worry about it. None of it. None of it. So I blocked him. I blocked them all, right? He also said that I could never get to 30,000 in sales in my first year. Well, I did. I think I hit like £34,000 in sales, you know, through eBay alone, and I think it was about 4,000 on Vinted. So that's how much you know. But yeah, I'm going to name and shame them all. I have had enough of these idiots talking about me behind my back. Some I know do say stuff, and I've seen it. Others, I think they just join in, but they don't really want to look like they're bad people because they want to look good for everybody. So obviously Lightworks, no one knows who he is anyway, so that's all he's going to get mentioned because he's a nobody. Next person, somebody called Bolly, whatever his name is. He's got a rubbish name anyway. Thinks he's something special. He's the one apparently said I couldn't knock out anybody. I offered him out. Yeah, I offered him out. You know what I mean? Let's do a charity boxing match and see what happens. Never got a reply. I wonder why. Because I'd knock his fat ass out. And two are the ones that are most vocal because they're trying to impress the big boys. And I'm going to tell you the big boys now because these are the most slyest people you can think about. And if you've watched the Why Did I Not Go Reseller Summit, you probably would have seen a lot of hate for these people. Luxury pickers. Oh my God. Arrogant. Up their own arse. If you don't fit in their little group, they won't want to know. If I went and praised them and basically told them that it was the best thing since sliced bread, they would absolutely be like, oh my God, you know, and talk to me and everything. But I'm not like that. I'm not interested in clothing because I just don't find really good stuff where I go round, yeah? And I can't help that. Plus, it's boring, yeah? I don't slate anybody who does clothing. People think I do, but I don't because I pick up clothing. But I like my sportswear more than anything, or coats. But they was just arrogant, talking behind me. They apparently said I was drunk when I had 2 pints at the start of the night. Yeah, I was drunk at the end. Oh, mate, I was absolutely wrecked. But I went out with some Essex lads and it took me to a nightclub. And, you know, I had more appreciation from some random lads. You need to get over yourself. Lola and Shadow Pete, what can I say? They haven't said, well, I haven't heard anything they said about me, but they're just part of the group. I've had a lot of messages, a whole lot of messages, saying how they have ripped people off about this resale summit, and it was terrible. Yes, a lot of people liked it, but a lot of people hated it, said they're never going again. A lot of people seem to know a lot more about them than I do. Go and have a look at the comments in that video, like I said before, why I didn't go. But yeah, just you know how you make you feel uncomfortable when you're around there and you feel like you have to be not yourself. That's how they feel. It feels like, you know, when you would meet a celebrity and then they're not celebrities, you feel like you have to be like a different person and be on your best behavior. You can't be yourself around these people because you know they're going to say something. And then when them and luxury pickers get together, wow, boom. Next person is the Shermanator out of American Pie, and that is Clickright. Absolute arrogant idiot. Thinks he's something special. Only will talk to you if you talk to him. And he is in that group as well, right? That's it. Got nothing else to say about him. Nothing else. Next person. And you all probably think, oh, you probably don't like him because what you two fell out about. And I don't. I think he's a decent bloke. Yeah, I said something wrong. I said something stupid. A mate thing that'll, to my mates, it would just be like a bit of banter. Obviously, he's not a mate. But we said bygones be bygones. He commented in one of these, and that's Ricky Resells, right? Decent bloke. He's not much different from me. If you watch his videos, he doesn't care what he says. You know, he'll moan, he'll rant, he'll tell you straight, and that's what you want to see. You want to see somebody like that. Somebody who doesn't care what they say. You know what you get when you watch him. So yes, go and follow him. Go and watch him. He's actually somebody I actually do watch now. I didn't before when it all went a bit sour, but I do watch him now time to time because I like another person who rants as much as me. There's always people you're never gonna like, but you're always gonna make an effort or go, all right. These people don't make an effort unless you're in your little group, or you've got something you can give to them. Have you ever wondered about the Reseller Summit, why the people who are on there are on there? Usually it's people who are very close connected to them, or apparently they have a big following. And the reason why they do that is because they want to get people in, right? You don't learn anything by the Reselling Summit. It's a rip-off. I swear to God, if you want to go to it and waste God knows what is it, it's over 100 quid for next year for 2 days. What they're going to do for 2 days, because it's going to be boring as hell. You don't learn anything. I watched videos from, I think it was ABL. He's all right. He's one of them. He's like sort of in their group, but I think he keeps himself to himself. I'm also going to do quite an interesting video. I'm going to actually go to a place that he goes to on one of his latest videos, to Cheshire. And I'm going to see if he's there. And I want to see if he actually says hello to me or not. Because I've never spoke to him. He seems all right, but obviously because he's in that group, is he really in that group, or is he just there to keep the peace? But yeah, don't bother. If you love clothing, yeah, go. But if you love clothing, go to the NEC and go to a fashion show and see proper designers, proper people that know stuff about proper clothing. I'm not saying they don't know nothing about what they do, because they do. Some of them are very successful. I'm never going to slate what they do for the business, because I'm not here to do that. I'm slating them for how they are as a person, how they might be lovely to you, but to other people they're not. And I'm not just saying this because of me. There will be probably people in the comments commenting how they have felt around these people, and there'll be people in the comments saying how they like these people. That's your own opinion. This is my opinion, and I'm saying this because I still get backlash off these people talking about me, saying stuff behind my back, when I'm apparently this nobody, right? I have never made out I'm this big successful YouTuber or this big successful reseller. I just show you what I do, what I pick up. Sometimes I make mistakes, sometimes I do really well, and I tell you the truth, because in the end of the day, when you watch YouTube, you can watch a lot of fake people showing you the good parts, all the good stuff about whatever, reselling in whatever YouTube. And then you can see other YouTubers that show you the highs and the lows. And they're the people you need to watch, because no one is always on a high. People want to show you all the highs because they want you to come to them and make them look good. They want to have this pedestal where they look like nothing ever goes wrong, and it's such fake news. But this video is the end of it. They can talk about me for the rest of their life. They can dream about me in their sleep, because I'm only doing this video. I actually had a video out ready to go out, but this one is center attention because, one, I know people are going to watch this a lot. I'm going to have loads of interaction, so all the haters, the people who like me, are all going to watch this. It's just going to, it's just going to get lots of views. Now I've got rid of all the trash, I'm going to tell you who you should watch, because they are real, or they're decent people, or they're really good at what they do. First of all, I'm going to shout out my mate Kaji, right? Kaji is somebody you need to follow, not because he's good at what he does. I'm only joking, mate. If you like watching me, you'll like watching him, because he is very similar to me. He's a family man. He does everything for his family, and he's genuinely really nice in person as well. So you go and watch him. One of the big ones that you probably all follow anyway is Reseller. He's a lovely man. He's lovely. I still message him, time to time, and you'll reply back to you. All he cares about is providing for his family, and he has got so much knowledge. And also, he's a bits and bobs person like me. He'll pick up anything. He'll never say a bad word about you. I hope you haven't, George, but you seem like a really nice, genuine person. I've never actually met him in person. He was at the Reseller Summit when I went, but I've never met him in person. But he just comes around nice. Obviously, when I message him or he messages me, we do talk a little bit. I'll say, fair play, that was a really good buy, and a go, cheers, mate, thank you. So he always will reply back to you. The next person is John Luke, only because he's doing the same thing. He's obviously not got a family. He's got, a fiance now. But what he's achieved in such a short time is amazing, and fair play to him. He works really hard. If anything, his work ethic is better than anybody else's I've seen. He slogs and slogs and slogs. The only downside about John Luke is he needs to get off Whatnot. He's too good for that. I know you want to make money, and doing your Whatnot shows, and that makes you more money to pay for your rent and whatever. But when you click on YouTube looking at people's videos, and he's on there doing lives for 4 hours, I'm like, come on, mate, just get off Whatnot. You can sell these. You're good enough to sell everything on eBay and whatever. I think personally he should set up a shop, and I think a lot of people would go to that shop. But fair play to him for his work ethic. He's done really, really well. Next person I would watch, a lot of you do watch it, is Master of Pieces. Reason being, he's a big toy fanatic like myself. I love picking up my vintage toys or any sort of toys, and he does as well. But he does it all for his family as well. He does it a bit on the side, because he's got a full-time job, and he says it's always going to be like that. And it's great because he earns enough money to pay off his mortgage every month, which is great. The thing is, when I got slated by all the rest of them for apparently being absolutely wrecked and all this lot and whatever, which I wasn't until the end of the night when I wasn't even with him, the first Resell Summit, me and him actually was both drunk, and we all decided to go out in Derby. Me, him, and about 3 others. One, I can't remember who his name was, but it was hilarious. He was he was nuts. He was a Scottish bloke. I can't remember who he was. All he wanted to do was go to strip clubs. And I remember us all going around town thinking we was really old. We couldn't get into about 2 or 3 places because apparently we wasn't dressed right or we looked too old. And then we ended up in a pub club for a few hours, and yeah, it was a really good night. And he's really nice. He's a really nice bloke. What you see on camera, he's like that in person. So he's definitely worth going to watch if you don't watching him now. There is a load of other people who I would avoid, and a load of people that I would actually go and follow. Some have got no YouTube channels at all. Obviously, Selling Dan's not around now. He's got a full-time job, so I would have said him, but he doesn't do it anymore. Cheryl, lovely woman. That's a person who speaks how they speak, and obviously they are a really genuine person. A lot of people love Cheryl, and trust me, if you've got any like vintage homeware stuff and you don't know anything about it, give her a message. She'll tell you if it's a load of rubbish or not. But yeah, she's absolutely lovely. She's on Instagram, but she doesn't do YouTube. But yeah, basically, I thought I needed to do this video. That isn't it now. I am not talking about any of them ever again. I don't care. I don't want people messaging me either saying this said this, this said that, or whatever. Even from this video. So if you're on my Instagram, I don't want you messaging me saying this said this, they said that. I don't care. I don't really care, okay? This is it now. A lot of people have messaged me, name and shame, and tell me who it is. Come on, please. And I've said, nope. But I thought, you know what? They're all doing it to me. So why shouldn't I do it back to them, right? I'm getting a platform on this channel now, and I've got a lot of people who support me for who I am. I'm not being anybody different, right? The people that met me on the car boot on Sunday, right? I was no different then than I was now. You know, I'll talk to anybody. I'll have a laugh with anybody, you know. But if you talk about me or you slag me off, I will come down and hunt you down. And I will say something to you, because why should you get away with it? Anyway, enough is enough now. I am done, right? So if you still want to talk about me, then fair enough. That's in your own space. You can do what you want. But now I am not bothering 1 second with any of you. I'm not going to talk about you. I'm not going to even want to think about you, because I don't anyway. This video is the last thing about you lot again. So you've got all your bit of 15 minutes of fame on my channel, right? But you're not getting it anymore. Anyway, hope you enjoyed this. Comment down below. I'm expecting loads of people to hate me, but you know what? If you do, that's your opinion. Anyway, thank you for watching, and I'll see you again with another video. Goodbye.